in my opinion here, Tom is going to be the spokesperson on this man. I know nothing about this man. But you can say who's involved. I was going to have one of my mods come up so they can keep an eye who's in the box, and then you can say who has got something to do with this story. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's my number one girl now.
Pearl, before you get to this, I just come to remind you about the tickets situation.
I've just said it, my top girl, Franks, because I've been forgetting for days to tell you about the tickets. I've just said the tickets are non-refundable. If anybody doesn't want the tickets, it's up to them to either sell the tickets, move them on, and it's for the boxing in Liverpool, the Wolves boxing, the 13th of December, and it's all on his page. It's all on the Wolves page, who's boxing. But anyways, so there was £45 a ticket, the ones that we got. So it's up to the person who's got the tickets to move them on if they don't want them, right?
Right, I'm going to jump down, but I'll be in the comments. Let me know if you want me back in the box. Love ya.
Oh, love you too, my top girl. See you, thank you. Right, so Tom, I'm going to put you in the big box because... and I'm going to let you... Do you want to start from the beginning? Because nobody's getting to the beginning of this story. And are you okay with doing this, Tom?
Sure, yeah. No, I think if I can speak a bit first, but...
This is what I want you to do.
I think what happens is what would be best, and I think there are some ladies who do want to come up. Yeah. If they come up and tell their experiences from their side, really. But I can give you a rundown.
If you give everybody, because there's a lot of still confused people, myself included, where this has all come from and started up to where we are, and then you can say which women is to come in the box. Is that okay?
Sure.
Right.
Well, I don't know who's prepared to come up, but if they request, then they can do.
But if they put in the comments, if anybody wants to come up and put in the comments, listen, stop all of this because you will be muted in the live. Tom is here tonight telling people what we need to know about this man. We don't know the whole story. Tom does, and that's why Tom is in the box. We have to put our differences aside for a night. So stop with your negative comments or mods. Just mute them for the entire live. Then you can't have your say. So it's up to you. Either be respectful in the comments or you're just going to have to sit and watch like a lollipop. Right, I'm going to mute up Tom and I'll leave you say. And then if you want to mention any women or if you know who they are, they can say in the comments and then you can ask for the mods to let them up, right? Go on, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Sure, yeah.
Let's go. Will you mute up as well, me baby? Thank you.
Sure, yeah. So I'm not gonna talk really talk about Hayley, but the start really does involve Hayley Comet, because I came to the app. Well, I was on the app for a long time before this, but I started talking on the app and going up in boxes when the Jay Slater case happened. And there was quite a few people talking on the Jay Slater case. And I
Sorry, my Tom. We can't have the comments off because the people who's wanting to come up can come up. And any time, mods, if Hayley Comet comes in and wants to jump up, like that's the one I'll say let in as well. So sorry, go on, Tom.
Yeah, I won't be, but just to let you know, I won't be able to stay for the whole live. I've got family stuff to deal with in a bit, but this is why I requested straight away. But yeah, so it started off with that, and people were talking on the case, and I got particularly frustrated about a lot of the information that was being put out there, misinformation, things like that. But anyway, one of those people was Del Mack, and prior to me knowing who Del Mack was, I know he had some beef with Hayley Comet. And there was back and forward there, and he created a website about Hayley, and asking for information from people on that website. He does this quite a bit because he has like trackers on his website to get IP addresses, and he uses those to intimidate people that he knows where they live and things like that, from the IP address. So that's where that was prior to me getting involved. Yeah. Because I was speaking out and people didn't like some of the things that, because I was countering misinformation, and I was doing it, I was doing it in a wind up manner. I own it. Some people didn't like that. It was effective because it got me some attention to get the message across. And what I didn't like is the way people were speaking towards Jay's family. At the time when I first started dealing with it, at the time he was missing and then his remains were found. And a lot of what I've said has come to light as being the facts that have happened, and all this conspiracy and everything has been proven wrong since then. But so he went for Hayley for first of all and created this website. Then when I came across Delmac, he wanted to find out, as did Hayley and other people wanted to find out who I was. And I know how these social media things work. If people find out who you are, they don't like you. They don't like your message because it's countering what they're saying. They try to find out who you are and cause you problems in your private life. So I wanted to remain anonymous. And that stood for a couple of months, but eventually they did find out who I was. And when that was out in the open, to be fair to Hayley, she didn't do any of that. She did smear my name. She did say a lot of things that were incorrect about me, but Delmac went deep. Yeah, and I'm not going to go into it because it involves my private life. And anybody that knows me, I don't bring my private life on the app. I judge people on how they behave on this app, and I expect to be judged exactly the same. And so he dug deep into my private life, as he's done with a lot of people. And when things were out in the open for me, I knew that he couldn't affect me. And a lot of my response to him was, because he has a very fragile ego, was to laugh at him.
I'll be 1 minute, you carry on.
And he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that, and that's what riles him up, and that's what gets him angry, and he gets very, very, very threatening then. So yeah, so this we're going back well over a year now, and it's been continuing on and off throughout that time. He's recorded, not most of them aren't there anymore, but he's recorded, I would say, well, I've got 230 odd. When I looked today, I've got 230 odd recordings relating to me alone on in my cloud. A lot of those are posts. A lot of those are things he's said on lives, threats and things that he's made. He would make videos. He's and like you've said, Pearl, I think you've guessed it, or not guessed it, but you're intuitive enough to realize what it's all about with him. He surrounds himself with people to do some of his dirty work for him. Some of those people are were vulnerable when they went to him. He's played on those vulnerabilities, love bombed them, and encouraged them to do things for him. One of those people, in the early days, he encouraged them to go to my house, film themselves on the way. At the time, he had come he'd been in my area the week before, or earlier on in the week, threatening to come to my house and things like that. I have children that live with me, and he acted as though it was him who'd been to my house, but it wasn't. It transpired that it was a girl who I don't believe sits with him and hasn't done for a long time. But he encouraged her and to film walking down my street in the dark, and then put out a sinister video about that. And that was one in, like I say, in hundreds of posts that he's done. When he realised that he couldn't get to me because I would just laugh at him, he started to go for people who supported me, or friends of mine, basically friends of mine that I've met on the app. Some of those might say the odd derogatory comment or call him out on something, nothing nasty, but and that would really affect him, and he would then go digging into them. So much so he's put up posts of where people live. These are women's houses, just sinister things to intimidate people. That's his MO. It's the same very basic MO that he does with everybody. Now, a lot of the people he's intimidated, or some of the people he's intimidated, haven't been tried to intimidate, haven't been even been linked to me. One of the, well, Sharon was linked to me right in the early days, but Sharon was in your box earlier on today, and there was a lot of negativity, rightly so. I don't particularly like the woman. She said a lot of nasty things about me towards my friends and things like that. We won't go in there, but he has done things to her. I don't think she needs a voice about it, but he has done some pretty terrible things for her. He created a video of her unalived husband and AI'd it, so his mouth was moving and talking and saying derogatory things about her. And he did a number of, he didn't just do one, he did several of those about her. Some people might say she deserves it. Nobody, in my opinion, deserves stuff like that being done to them. But like I say, as she's not coming up, I thought I'd just drop that specific thing in there. Other things that he's done, like I say, is if he's tried to take away my support by intimidating people who follow me. So much so, there's a lot of them have been intimidated, and they watch now, they don't comment and things like that. They contact me outside of TikTok because they're scared that he will dig into their private life. Now, he has done that with a lot of people, and a lot of that has only really come to light at the extent of that more recently. Now, I know Scatty earlier on said he uses this software, but prior to that, he would just, with his team, whoever was sat with him at the time, they'd go digging. First of all, find the name. And these aren't people that have done him wrong. This is something that he might just have been upset by a particular comment or something like that. He doesn't like to go up in boxes that often because he likes to do it most of the time either on his own live, where he just blocks everyone, or more often than not recording daily videos about it, because he controls the narrative. Then he can't deal with people coming with a counter argument, deal with the facts. Basically, he likes to put his spin on everything. So but he sees everybody as a conduit of information for him. If he's seen me fall out with someone, or somebody is not being happy, over on my side, he's straight in their inbox to try and manipulate them, to try and get the information out of them, whatever he can. Never been successful with anything, because I'm not that type of the same type of person as him. I'm no angel at times. I'll own that, I'll own that. But and I've had to back off at certain stages from doing anything about him because people have been scared. I've had friends of mine on the phone to me scared because they're worried that he knows where they live. Some people have been living quite close to him and things like that. Now, as it transpires, a lot of it is just threats towards women. He's done one today. He's posted a video today on YouTube threatening somebody who went to him. I have no idea why they fell out with me. I find the person, the woman, a bit strange, but she's gone to him, told him stuff, says it's true, says she's got the receipts for it. This was months ago, and it's never happened. And because it's never happened, now he's threatening her to say, basically, he will go to her house, or he'll send somebody to her house. That's been uploaded today on YouTube. There are some, because I've not had time to prepare, I could have come up and played lots of recordings. There are some recordings on my profile, some of the threats that he's made towards people.
Tom, sorry, 1 second. Can somebody somebody called Ames is being blocked? Can we unblock her, please? And Hayley, if you want to come up at any time, you can come up. And I said to Tom, the only reason he's allowed on here today is because he's telling this story about this man, because I didn't like... Will you just double check, because she's saying she's blocked? Is anytime you want to come up, but this is just because he has to get this story out. So if you want to come up, just press the box.
So on that, actually, because we're sort of getting to that time of year when I wasn't doing anything towards him, like I said, because my people who surrounded me were...
Sorry, Tom, is Ames muted? Is Ames muted? Sorry, I'll just get this. Is Ames muted? Yeah. Will you unmute her, please? Thank you.
Yeah,
Right.
friends of mine were getting feeling intimidated. So, but he did then in I think it was in January this year mount a new campaign against Haley, and which I followed. I was nothing to do with this, and he doxed floor plans of her house. He did it mainly not on lives. He did it mainly on recordings, which he put on YouTube and on TikTok. He doxed a lot of her private stuff, which that is something that I've never done. Don't get involved with doxing. Don't get involved in if I have a disagreement with someone, I'm my platform. People know my platform. Anybody's welcome to go on there and to talk about anything, to debate about anything. I just ask for people to be like on here, to people to have the say, be polite, and have been able to have a response. Don't like it turn into a shouting match. Doesn't work. So yeah, so he went to Haley last summer, but went again out of the blue. Strange it was, really strange the way he did that. And then he's gone at other people since. Now, some of the people who've sat with him have been manipulated. Some of those stepped away a few months ago and started to find the courage to out some of, because they weren't happy with what was going on behind the scenes. Others have been deeply involved and are almost as bad, if not worse, in some respects. But and I think Sarah Cooey's name was mentioned, and I think other people hopefully will come up and talk about that, because the deep diving and finding information, that a lot of them have been involved with that. And these aren't people that have been wronged as such. There's no need. These are people they disagree with, and they want to find out who they are, to intimidate them, to shut them up. And that's what it's always been about.
Tap the screen and get your heart maze in, you feckers. Thanks.
So like I say, is some of them are in some of the people who sat with him over the time, and the people have changed, have been manipulated themselves and are victims, and realise that now, that he will love bomb people at the start, come across as the nicest bloke on earth, and but when he turns on you, he will get really nasty, and like I said, he will listen, and I know this from experience, and I think some of these people are too scared to come up. But one person that I've spoken to has told me how he will find out things about you that maybe he can use to intimidate you. And I hope Crazy Behaviour will come up today and speak, because she's a woman that's on her I think it's on her account. It might be private, so you might be able to see it, but she did put up a voice note recording that he sent her. He thought she was behind a fake account, and which she wasn't. I think she has been behind fake accounts, but she wasn't behind this particular one. But he threatened to something to do with her brother, and it wasn't criminal. It wasn't for anything for her to be ashamed of, but the threat was absolutely disgusting. I've played it on my platform, and this is the type of things he will do to try and get people to do stuff. The threats are continuous. That's some of the grievance that I have with some of the people who sat with him. While they might not have known some of the stuff that's been going on behind the scenes, a lot of this stuff he's done out in the open, about threatening what he's going to do. Like it was mentioned, I think Andy's wife came on earlier, about somebody called Jacinta, who's a friend of mine, who, because of comments, calling him out, that he not only made a point of finding out who she was, but he recorded a video and said, put a picture up, said a name, and said, I know where you work, I know where you used to work, basically you need to be, and that's all he did. And he was doxed, and his employer was contacted, creating problems for him. So it's not just that. Some threats are followed up on, some aren't. The amount of women that he said he's going to go knock on the door, and he's going to, and it's purely about intimidation. There probably is a lot more that I could say. There is a lot more I could say, and I wish I'd had a bit more time to prepare, because I could have played out some of the threats that he's made to women. But I'd rather it come from their mouths at least. Hopefully, some of them will find the courage to come up. They don't need to be scared anymore. he said 5 times last week he was leaving the app. He's not on the app at the moment, but he clearly is watching things because he's put up this YouTube video calling out this woman who, again, I don't particularly like this woman and what she's done, but he's threatening her because basically she's gone to him telling some lies and not been able to back it up, and he's threatening her now, threatening to send people to her house, saying he knows all her details. You know, this is it. And I've been on calls, I've been on group calls when I've had women
chat who wants to come up and speak.
If you name anybody that's requesting, I'll tell you, you know, if you should let them up. But I've had women in tears, in fear, on group calls with me. You know, people say, you know, because that literally only because, not because they've ever said anything about Delmac, but because they might sit in my box. Because if he thinks he can take away any support from me, he can shut me up, and that's all it's about. So it doesn't get to me anymore. So he tries to go for anybody surrounding me. But he's cast his net wider now.
Tom, I'll tell you who's in the request.
Go through them now. Yeah.
Lou Reviews.
Yeah.
Shy Back 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I've let my Alicia up. Sorry, she's up loud up anyways.
Pearl, not stopping yet. There's a lady called Shy who's got a lot of information, a lot of background. She's the one that outed.
Yeah, so I'll give some background on the Doctor Who account because that wasn't really explained before. So I'll just give some. So that was one of his fake accounts that he actually. I'd consistently said Delmac's behind that account, but could never fully prove it. So and it came out last week that it was proven, he admitted to it and everything. Now that account, he accused me of being behind it, but that was animating people's dead relatives, putting up pictures of people's unalive pets. It had me AIs of me saying with Gary Glitter Gary Glitter, not singing, but I think it was when he was coming out of court or something like that, making out of some sort of pedalo. Lots of things on there, lots of nasty posts on there. It was in the end, a lot of people were really keen to find out who was behind this account. Turns out it's him. There's been other accounts, one called Son of Elvis, again similar content, again that's all come out as him, and one called Darkman that put all of Lou's content, all of Lou's since she was when she was under addiction, just because her platform was growing, and she was speaking out. He wanted to shut her down, trying to intimidate her, so he put out this.
Richard,
this
can I just stop you there? Sorry, Pearl.
Sure.
I don't know if you're aware. This guy's just as bad as Delmac. He absolutely terrorised Hayley Comet for months and months and months.
No, listen, right. Me and Tom don't get on exactly over the Hayley thing. I don't agree with what he done, but to get this story out here, I've said everybody is up, welcome. He is the one who knows everything about this story. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
to
I
get
know
the story
what you're
out, we need
saying.
some.
If we can get the women in, I don't know what's going on. I know Delmac's just as bad because Del was doing it as well. But if we can get the women in, because this guy's a woman abuser. He's a woman abuser himself, you know. So his ex-wife has said things about him. So I don't think he's the right person. I know you're trying to get the story out.
Right, is any of these women in this chat wants to come up? I know you're up, Shy Back. Oh, see what I'm saying? This is when you let people up who...
Yeah, just call me Shy. It's fine. It's just
I'm not trying to put you in a
backup.
position, Pearl, at all.
No, I just wanted the story out there because I don't know anything about this story, but this man needs... fucking
not Pearl's
now.
Yeah, Delmac's just as bad. He's a piece of dirt.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
take responsibility for this, right? It's not on Pearl. I'm very, very sorry. And I'm very, very sorry if it's upset
Yeah,
you,
I
but
just didn't want Pearl to get the backlash
No,
from
but
it.
he knows
100%
after
listen.
tonight, and this is
Responsibility, I'm
exactly
very
how it
sorry.
is. Wait there, my best girl. He knows after tonight, like, it's not going to be no more on here, but he's come up to get the story out, and then these women can speak because nobody's known how this story started. Do you know what I'm saying? We've gone over
And if
for
any of the
2
women are
days.
here, Get your stories out. Do not be scared of this bold prick in Spain, Del Mac. Do not be scared of him. He's a nothing and nobody.
This is for.
It's all internet shit. But I don't want you to get no shit for it. That's why I came in.
Thank you for making us aware.
Tom, isn't that right? We've already had this thing. Well, I said me and you still not okay over the Hayley thing, but you're coming here to let this story be out tonight.
Yeah, I won't respond to what Alicia says because I don't want it to go off track. But you know,
there's a few people in your comments who've been affected by this man, Del. One of them, I'm hoping that she gets the courage to speak up, and it is the woman Sarah Coogan, because she was good friends with him. Yeah.
Is Sarah in the chat?
I've just seen his friends in here as well. Yeah. So, Sarah, yeah, I promise you, you will not be bullied, yeah? And no one's going to look low at you. You've been played, and it doesn't matter what part you've talked. You've got a voice. Now it's time to make up for what's happened to you. Even though what's happened is happened, but please have it in your heart to come up and speak because it's affecting other women, Sarah. You've got the right
platform. But if you want the story out, that's what Tom is here for, to get this story out. We can't tell the story without Tom. So, Tom, go on, finish off where you've gone. You just have to go and ignore the comments and whatever. So, if you would kindly keep on going. Anybody who wants to be up, will you please type in the comments? The mods will see you and they'll put you in the boxes. Thank you.
Yeah, so, well, do you want to carry on going through if there's anybody requesting? And I'll let you know, to let them up.
Sorry. So there's a Lou Reviews.
Yeah, let Lou up.
Deborah Elberly, Ivy Rose, Shelley, Patrick Turner, Misha, and Sylvia.
Let Lou speak first and then we'll go through it again.
Right.
Hiya.
No, the other woman was up first. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Hi, Shy.
Oh, sorry, it's been a rough couple of days, and if I sound a bit rough, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Shy. Was Misha requesting as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, let Misha up, definitely, yeah.
Right, sorry, there you go. Go on.
Like I said earlier, I think you've hit the nail on the head. You've got it exactly right. It is Del. He basically, the problem from what I know, it started off with these two guys and then the women all got involved. With Del, he actively recruits people who maybe don't like Tom at the time. I do believe that he looks for women because he asks you what you're worried about coming out on the app and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And naturally, it's our children, and we all have different reasons for that. But in general, so you do tell them stuff. Sarah is very much involved. I am sorry that everyone wants to believe that she isn't, but she has shown you on live exactly what person she is. She has threatened to dox, dig, do the most, use pew-pews on people. She has done the most disgusting things and stood by his side. The reason they are saying they are arguing is because I gave a heads up to Caitlin saying I have found proof, and if anything happens to me or Tam Tam, everyone will know the proof.
Yeah.
And then I had a breakdown. I will admit it, my mental health isn't fantastic at times. I had a breakdown out of fear because of what had happened to Crazy behaviour a few days ago, because she was threatened by Sarah Curry to her privately very similar to mine. So I lost it and I outed my private business so they bloody couldn't, and I'm glad I did. And but she gets the information. I swear, Pearl, they knew I was going to do this.
Share the live to Sarah. Is anybody who knows Sarah?
And I just want to say,
I don't want to speak over you, my Sky. I'm very, very sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm talking rude.
No, go on.
Please, Sarah, if you've got a heart in you, no one's going to judge you. this is the time for you to make things right. If you've got a heart, I pick up on this. If you said you're a victim or if you think you've been groomed by this man to make this happen, because I seen it from day one when I went on the app, and now the viewers can see it.
1 minute. Please, I hope nobody's getting muted in here. Because there's people in here that's sticking up like for Haley and that. I hope there's nobody getting muted in here. I want to see no proof of anybody being muted. That's all I'm saying. Tonight, it's free for all.
A woman
I
was her friend, best girl. I was her friend.
I'm going to have the drop down. Sorry, Pearl. I'm going to have the drop down now.
Can I just quickly share that 1 minute? There was 3 people muted. I have unmuted them. As long as they're not talking about kids or being racially abusive, just leave them in.
Yeah.
Now, if you are a victim, Sarah, yeah, nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to look down on you. This is the time for you to come up here and put your morals right and to put yourself where you should be. And that's not me having a go with you. That's not me picking up with you. I am saying what's right. If I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up. But it's wrong, and I've seen it from the minute I come on the app. So I am calling you out, that in the greatest respect. Girls, come up and give the women the principle and the respect what they deserve from the beginning. And stop it. We don't want this to continue. Stop it now. Get up, girls. Get in the box.
Don't get me wrong. I've been terrible the past few days. I used to not be very good, and then I've really calmed down. And like it was a bad couple of years, and then I calmed down and everything. But the past couple of weeks, I've gone right back mental health, and I've called her out for it. Absolutely. I know everyone feels bad for her. You know who I feel bad for? The 16-year-old girl. I had to tell that her business is now on the internet because she knew I was getting threatened about it for a while. So no, I don't feel bad for her. And yes, I've said horrible things about her this week, and I do not apologise, and I will not apologise because they threatened to come to people's houses. And if they were going to do it, they did it to Sherlock. If you do not like Sherlock, that's fine, but no one has a right to come to your house. And then because I became friends with someone they didn't like, and I've got all of the proof of this, and actually I am very happy to send you the whole group chat, Pearl, everything, because I've done nothing wrong.
To speak about
you can all have it,
to get it out.
but they told me the guy was a PDF, and that because obviously I'd invited him around for dinner and whatever with my partner, I then got a Sarah's Law done because I don't trust anyone. I'd rather be safer than sorry. The other day, because we outed him as Doctor Who, he went online and he said that I lied about the Sarah's Law. I have proved it. I have nothing at all to hide. But the part that hurts me is when I did that, I didn't realise that he had taken advantage of all of the vulnerable women that were left in that broken Discord, put them into separate groups, about 2 of us to a group, and there's his team.
Yeah.
And then if you listen back on videos, Sarah says, I've got a team. Wait a minute. Sarah's got all the receipts. Our team's always working on it. Did you hear that? That's the main team. That's what she's talking about. She is the mouthpiece, but she also digs. I absolutely promise you. She knew about Doctor Who. We've got proof of that. I can post it. We've all seen it. Everyone's seen it. I've got nothing to do with Tom like that. I wasn't a Tom fan either. Why do you think that me and Del, he was like, Tom is this, Tom is that? And I was like, oh, great. Someone that doesn't like Tom for once. So I don't really care about either of the guys. I'm worried about the women in the middle.
Shay, who are the women you think are mainly involved in this situation?
Sarah, 100%. Tanya, Charlie. Tanya, Charlie, because they were with him longer, and I really don't like saying this because I really love and care for her, and she does get treated terribly. But Caitlin,
can somebody who can I drop from the box a minute, because there's a Sarah who's in the request in the box.
Can I
But you
can I just say
Sarah,
something quickly to Best Girl and then I'll drop
speaking
for you,
about 1
Pearl?
minute, everybody.
Best Girl, could
Yeah.
you message me your number quickly? I have something for you, and it is quite important and relevant to this.
Okay.
Thank you, darling. I'll drop now. Thank you, Pearl.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Bye.
Sarah, who's requesting the box, are you the one? Are you the one that's involved in this?
I haven't got his number
No.
to message you. I forgot. I'm sorry for taking over, everyone.
Sarah Cooey, it should be.
You're
if
not
it's Sarah
taking over.
Scotty.
Ignore the comment.
Right, Scotty, can you please pass my number on to her? Whoever got my number, pass it on to her, please.
Sarah, oh, it's not. That's whoever is requesting the box. Stop requesting if you're not directly linked. We want the story out from this tonight because I'm not doing
We're
this.
getting somewhere now,
And
Pearl.
can I just say, Chelsea Lee 98, I will not fucking drop. Make me drop, you cunt.
Yeah, just ignore them. Don't forget
There's a lot of
Liz
the truth
in the
tonight.
box.
A lot of the truth.
And can I just say to Lady Top Girl, today you did something that no one's done since I've known this side of the app. Jess has been nothing but racist and abusive, and thank you, because that's been aimed way too long for me, and no one really listened because they used her mental health as an excuse. So thank you for stopping her in her tracks and showing people that's how it should be. Shut it up. Done. Well done.
And by the way, everyone stay live because my husband wants to come on Pearl's live. He's itching, but I've said Pearl's got something else going on. He's just finished work. He's not happy with everything that's gone on. I'm trying to keep him shut, but he's not going to shut up. And whatever he says now, it's not my fault. You dragged his name onto the app when he's not on the app. So all the consequences is up to you now. Do as you fucking please. Big up the Albanians.
I can't argue with that. No way.
Right. So, who wants to speak? Who's speaking now? Sorry. And come on, because we need to get this sorted tonight because I'm not going back over this again.
Who's got the information? WhatsApp it to me, please. Put it on WhatsApp.
Whoever's in here tonight, and if you feel threatened by any of these men, I don't know who these men are, there's Del Boy, and again, if you feel threatened by anybody, please contact us directly and we will sort it out. That's all that I'm saying.
Sarah's in
Nobody
here.
feels threatened.
Pearl, we've come a long way.
Yeah, but Sarah's coming.
Let him come in, because I tell you why. Babes, Sky, 100% I believe you. Listen, I swear to God I do. Let the woman talk.
Right, 2 minutes. Let this Sarah, whoever wants to say Sarah's here now, because I haven't got a clue what's going on and what's not here.
I don't
Sorry.
know.
Who wants to give me the information? WhatsApp me.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I don't know. I haven't listened to any of this live, so I've just been told that you wanted me.
I need to call Tammy Unchained. Right. No, because they're saying that, have you been having a lot to do with this Del Boy? And have you been like, when he was getting different people in little WhatsApp groups, as he said he's got a team and yous were all there?
There was a
All
group.
these
There was a
people-
group of us, yes, but everyone's made the allegations that I'm the one who goes and finds stuff, but it wasn't me. No, Del done most of that by himself.
So you don't dig?
I haven't dug. No,
So you don't dox?
I've stopped
There's
people.
not
yeah,
videos
people
all
that
over
come to
the app
me.
of you threatening to do that to people.
Oh, hold on, Shy, but didn't you come to me and ask me
I
for
was in
Tammy's
the group and
address?
I did ask you for help.
You
I
asked
did,
me
and
for
I've said
Tammy's
that.
address, like you wanted
yes, I
to
did.
me.
I spoke
You
to
came
Tammy
to
and
me
I've
and
said
asked me.
that. I
Also, okay,
absolutely
you've had
said
your
that
say.
to
Let me
Tammy.
talk then. Let me talk then.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You love talking. Everyone's
yeah, I
heard
do.
you.
Yeah,
Let her
I
answer
haven't had
that,
a
Shy.
chance.
2 seconds.
I haven't
I'll
had a
go on mute.
chance.
It's fine.
So when we've all had we had this problem, yeah. We stuck up for somebody on the app, yeah, and me and Shy stuck up for this one girl, Welder Jenny, right? Then we had to take on this Tammy, who was racially abusive to Shy, and said that she wished me unalived with Mark. I've got a heart failure. Wish me unalive and everything else. So yeah, we did. The problem I had was, and my girls could back me up, was every time I had an issue with somebody, Del would take it upon himself and he would post stuff about them. Yeah, so he would go and do everything else. But all these
So was Del
people,
making you have an issue with somebody so he could go in and do these deep dives and post it all up then?
so
to me,
the ones I had,
That's what I wanna know.
arguments with, Del would find the information out on them. The ones that Del have had previous arguments with that I don't know much about their community, i.e. Andy's wife, Tom, Laura MD, he was just like telling me what they've done to him, if you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't around when their madness started.
So basically, he was giving you his information and you were bullying everybody then? That's what it's sounding like.
I've gave goodies back to people that have come for me. Yeah, I have. I put my hands up for that. Yeah, I have. But I've had a fair share.
That's what Del's been doing. Got a group of women to be the bullies when he's been feeding you the information, doing the deep dives on people, and he's basically got used to bully everybody. Because in itself, that is a crime.
It is, yeah.
But again, you don't know what we've been through these people bullying us.
But I'm just saying, so basically,
I've
that's
had
what this
11
man
troll
is accused doing. He's like, he's gathered a load of women, I don't know, whatever in the world you're taking as this man as gospel for. He's give you the bullets to fire and you've just went out, in my opinion,
But
like
also,
a pack of wolves
same
and
as,
bullied
yeah,
everybody.
but also, Pell, the man you just let into your box, Tom, also done that back at Del and was looking into his daughter and got hold of his daughter's birth certificate.
Well, everybody's
that's
told
what
me
I'm
Tom
saying.
is a
There's
wrong.
a bigger step. Everyone's
Everybody's
done it to
told
each
me
other.
Tom is a wrong one too, and I know that I don't speak to Tom. But for tonight, everybody's feelings have to be pushed aside to get this awareness out about this Delmac and all of his bullies. This is what this is about tonight.
No, but hold on a minute. It ain't about
What did I ever do to you? We were friends.
we were friends. The problem is, Shy. Can I just say, Shy?
So how
me
could
and
you be okay with him doing all this shit to me? That's the part I don't understand.
Shy.
We were girls.
Hold on a minute.
After
listen.
that happened with Tam, we stopped talking. Fine.
Only over
and then you did
Charlotte.
help me with the Tammy thing. Yeah, I agree
Right,
when
but
I'm
we
right
never
and when
fell
I'm
out,
wrong.
Shy. We actually never fell out. You contacted me. Do you remember when you had that panic attack about Blue? And I kept phoning her, saying, "Please, Blue, can you take it off your YouTube? She's worried they're going to phone social on her." Me and you have not fell out. So I don't.
You're
know
with
why
a guy
this
that
hate train's
actively
against
goes
me.
I don't understand what I ever did to you, but I see
haven't
you.
done anything
What
to
did
me,
you
Shy.
do to Crazy the other day? Like, it's madness.
I
You
didn't
know that's madness.
Anyone can back me up, yeah.
Why are you threatening to out people's private family
listen
shit?
to
That's
me.
not the person
Listen,
I
no,
thought
because
you
you've
were.
Shy, listen to me, yeah? You've sat there and you've turned around, Sarah knows this, 100%. If you actually get crazy, let me finish, Shy.
Please just speak one at a time.
Let me
nobody
finish.
Can hear you.
If you actually get the voicemail I left on Crazy's phone, I was crying and I said, Crazy, can you please phone me back? And I texted her and I said I didn't know he had threatened her, and I didn't know. I didn't even know when he done
See,
this.
Sarah, 1 minute. I can't understand how you sitting here saying you didn't know they threatened her. Why were you going after these people on Del?
Hell, there's a bigger story. There's a bigger story because for months there was 4 arguments between me and Del regarding stuff he had done on the app that people didn't know about. There was times where he started getting close.
Did you threaten to bang somebody?
Who?
You.
Yeah, because they threatened to piss on my nan's grave and dig her up as a ornament.
There
and
you
rape
go.
her.
So you've really made bad threats and.
Hold on a minute. They threatened to grape my nan at 8:46 at night, and I made the threat at 11
didn't do that
o'clock.
though.
They
Well,
threatened
she was
to
a
grape
good
my
friend to
nan.
you. You have one argument, and then Del is threatening her and her kid, saying she's a druggie on the internet when she's just lost her brother. Just stop that.
Can I just say, it sounds like there's one man trying to pit you all women against each other, and you fell for it.
This is why he had all these WhatsApp
you know what?
groups and he was only allowed 1 minute, please. This is why this man had all these WhatsApp groups and was only allowing 2 women in each WhatsApp group, so nobody was known what he was saying behind it. This is bad on another fucking level. Threatening to bang people, threatening to grape people, threatening to do.
They threatened to grape
things
my
with
nan.
unalived people. But do you realise how this sounds, Sarah? And now I see how they've all been fucking terrorised.
Yeah, but hold on a minute. But again, there's a bigger story. My nan's address got exposed. My nan's care home's been exposed. My nan got threatened to be raped, pissed on, dug up.
From
Not
who?
by me,
On a
not by
From
Tam
who?
Tam.
Pearl, can
From
I
who?
speak for a minute?
Sarah,
We would
from
never do
who?
that to you.
Pearl,
Tam Tam is so quiet on
One
it. She
minute,
was
my
your
sister.
friend.
Sarah,
We fell out
from
over
who?
Sherlock, so you got that one.
Who
from
did
the
Yeah,
these
but then
threats-
why are you allowing that
Sarah,
man to
You're not
threaten her and
listening
her
to Pearl.
child?
Shy, Sarah. You're not
Sorry.
listening to Pearl.
Right, listen, please have a little bit of respect. It is my platform trying to get this out there. Sarah, who was these threats from?
Toxic team.
So who's in the toxic team?
Joker, and it was Wee Princess and Tina at the time that was making threats to
So if
hit
them
on my
threats were
nan.
coming from them, why did you threaten other people?
No, I didn't. No. The threat of the bank was to one of the women that left 4 voicemails on my phone saying that they was going to piss and grape my nan. So again, there's a bigger story. They kept I had 8 prank calls and voicemails being left on my own, calling on my voicemail saying I'm a skank and they're going to piss on my nan and grape her.
This is the thing, guys, right? Sarah has reacted to a lot of stuff.
I've reacted to a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'll put my hands up. I have. But there's a bigger story to this.
I'm not
I've got
trying to be
proof of
rude,
them
Shannon,
threats
but you
being
weren't
made.
there.
Pearl, please could I speak for 1 minute?
Yes, sorry, go on.
Hi, darling. So, Sarah, there's no denying has had a terrible time with some things, but this is completely separate from what we're
Yes.
discussing right now. And
Yes.
Sarah, I'm not taking anything away from you. Those things have happened,
Yeah.
but this is nothing to do with us, Dell, and the year that we've had. That's a separate thing.
Yeah,
with
but
separate
what I'm
people.
trying to say is what Dell has done to you.
I am
lot
going to
is what
talk
Des-
and I'm not going to let no one talk over me. Top and bottom of it, they're not taking responsibility. They're not taking counting. They're blaming everything else, but no one's blaming themselves.
Yeah.
So what they've done...
No,
they've
no,
given
that's not
themselves
fair.
A little
No, that's not
TikTok
fair.
army.
No. You're
Whoever
blaming
comes on
us
the
for
platform, they've got
talking to
themselves
Dell.
in that little group. This is how to victimise the women. It ain't a fair chance. If one woman talks, 5 talks over the woman. They've got themselves in that routine because it's been going on over 13 months. In the end,
I've only known
the
Dell
peace
for
is
7
natural.
months.
In
I've
the
only known
mind,
Dell for
they
7
believe
months.
it's right what they're doing.
Only 7 months, my Sarah, and you're doing all of this thing on his behalf.
No, but that's the problem. You're being fed once. Listen, I have not done anything on behalf. What Dell's done, he's done that solely on his own. What I've been attacked for is for knowing him and sitting with him.
No,
the people I've gone out
Dell
is
has
the people
obviously
that's made
fed yous
threats.
information, and then yous have gone out and bullied these women. So there is going to be reactions backwards and forwards, but it's come from Dell. Dell's fed yous all this information, and then he's just sent yous out like a pack of wolves to go and do
He's
whatever
baited you and you
do.
took the bait, 100%.
Dina, I didn't do shit. No, I
It's
haven't
been
done.
since December, 11 months.
Can I just say, Pearl, there's a Sherry Bells and a Beth who wants to come in. I don't know who they are, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Cheryl.
let them in.
right, who's finished
Stop
talking?
if you want. I've spoken, I think. But I have got the evidence if you want it. I
Big
don't
Mama,
care.
can I just drop you down for 2 minutes, me baby?
Girls, I'm not having a go at you. I'm giving you the chance to put things
Right,
right.
I'll let him in.
You
Pearl,
haven't
1 minute.
heard. You've only been
Can I
around for a
just-
couple of weeks.
hold
There's a
on.
before and
Put
after
things right,
story.
girls.
Can I
There's
just
loads
say-
more
Are
to
you
it.
going to speak one at a time? Because I
Yeah.
will just kick you out the boxes for
Yeah,
fuck's
right.
sake.
I just want to say this, yeah. I've only been round Dell for about 2 months, yeah. When I've been around Dell, there has been, I've seen no deep diving. The only thing I seen was what he done with Best Gal, which was wrong. No, I'm telling the truth, Best Gal. If I think something's wrong,
Yeah, but listen, you've sat down with these women in the boxes, you're knowing what's going on, but you're keeping your mouth shut about
but
it.
Best Gal,
And
you
you're
need to
making
understand
excuses.
something here.
Because you've got yours back.
No.
Everybody have seen it. I'm not bullying you. I'm saying to you, speak out.
I am
Because the
speaking
reason why
honestly.
you're covering up for a friend.
I
Right,
promise
and
you.
you're covering up
Shannon,
for
hold
a
on,
friend.
please, girl. Hold on.
Can I just play
Right,
a voice note that
Pascal.
I've got told to play and then jump out, please? Because I've literally only got to play a
Mom,
voice
I
note.
was not in the box at that. I was away from my phone at that point. I was on pause, so please don't do that.
Yeah, that's not fair, Pascal. Which, if Beth has to say something,
I've got no
fair
one on
enough.
pause. This is not my platform.
If
Well,
Beth has
This
to,
is
it's
my
Beth.
What
platform.
you're saying, the head's mashed up. I can't hear a word. None of you
That's what I'm wondering. I was going to speak, but I thought Beth was going to speak. Is she first?
Yeah,
or-
I just
Right,
want to
listen,
note.
and I'm just putting it out there. There's nobody getting muted or anything. Because if there was, I'd be muting you. Not me mods or anything. But please talk one at a time, and just so we can hear what's going on.
I did mute somebody in the comments who were talking about you, Pearl, but other than that, no one.
Just ignore them. Don't mute anybody. Let them talk about me. I don't really care. Right, Beth, do you want to have your say, please?
Yeah, I just want to play this voice note.
Yeah.
It's of Sarah.
Can everybody mute up because there's an echo, please?
Because I'm literally darting around now in the car. Babes, don't ever be sorry. Don't. Now we've got the bigger picture. Alright? Don't ever be sorry. Tell if you can, because I'm literally darting around now in the car. Can you ask Minnie if she can give me an address on that Andrew and Alison, please? I want to send them something to their house. I'm going to send them a wreath.
Do you want me to explain that one?
Wow.
Yeah? Do you want me to explain that one? Because Alison and Andrew, the two people on the app, last year, we had to put down RXL Bully. Let me explain this one because I like how people have done this, yeah? Right, let me explain. So we had to put RXL Bully down because it attacked my daughter and her dad, really, really bad, right? Police had to get involved and we agreed the dogs we put down. It was the second time it had attacked, right? Alison and Andrew was paid by a Creed agency £20 to phone my phone 24 times, 24 times. We had held a live with Alison and Andrew where they told me they was paid £20 to troll me. So I did say that. I'll send them a bloody wreath. And what? They phoned my phone.
Over a dog and I love my dogs. You're going to still... See, I can see this on a bigger picture. Yous have, in my opinion, I'm going to say it as it is, yous have gone out and really bullied these women and saying about bang bangs, wreaths and all kinds.
Hold on a minute, Pearl.
I'm not having all of this.
Hold on, Sarah.
You've just been doing what Dell's been telling you to do.
Hold on a minute. No. On the day of my nan's birthday in August last year, there was an account made by Alison and Andrew and the Creed agency saying, it's your nan's birthday today. I hope she gets eaten on her birthday and she dies on her birthday.
How do you know it was them? Have you got proof it was them?
Yeah, I have, because Alison and Andrew admitted it.
Sarah, can you just...
This I'm saying, there's a bigger story.
Sarah,
You're
darling,
deflecting from the Dell situation.
Can we please
because that woman's come up and played a year-old voice note.
Sarah,
please. Can you please turn your volume down to 5? It's night time.
Right, hold on, Sarah. Do you know what it is, right? This is the thing. And I'm going to be as honest as I can, decent, and both, not taking sides here. There has been a lot, Dell's done a lot. Tom's done a lot. We've all done a lot, maybe not as bad as some of the ones like Dell, Tom, whatever. I've done bits, right? We all have. Nobody's innocent here. But that's the thing. And I'm not, Sarah is my fucking best friend, right? So I'm going to have her back. But I'm not going to lie for her. She has done things. She's owned it, though. She's willing to say that. In recent times, Dell has royally fucked these girls over. And I'm not on about, there's me, Shannon, Cadizzle, Sammy, right? I had 4 of us. There's only been around Dell for the last couple of months. We've known Sarah for a few months extra and got to know her, and we're really fond of the girl. We see the other side of Sarah that, do you know what I mean? Sarah's like myself. She also has her mental health issues as well as her heart condition,
Listen, I'm not being all about, can I stop you right there, please? Do not, I want no mental health cards, please.
No. I'm just saying on a fair...
Let me just speak. Let me just speak. Everybody suffers with some kind of mental health. And how do we know the people up these things has been getting said to? We don't know about their mental health either. So let's not put that card on the table.
I mean across the board, Pearl. I'm fair. Look, I mean across the board here. Really, I do, right? Now, for the majority of this last 13 months everybody's talking about, I've been over with Andy's wife, Tom, MD, and all of them. So I've witnessed what Dell's done. He has done a lot, including dig into me. So, but through Sarah, being friends with Sarah, and Dell seemed to have calmed down a bit and not done so much. What he did do was Jacinta was the woman, which I have known over for longer, and I did not agree with that. I stood up to Dell, hence why me and him butted heads. I didn't like his style of doing stuff, but on the back foot of all of this coming out and happening and who knew what and whatever, there's a lot of women, and that's what I've been trying to say for the past week since all of this has come out. There's a lot of women, whether they deserve sympathy or they deserve their karma, whatever way people look at it, right? But there's a lot of women upset, taking panic attacks, crying, shouting. Do you know what I mean? from
Yeah.
all sides, and that's not taken away from anybody that's been a victim of
So,
this.
Cherry Bell, since you've been honest, and you're the only one now that I've been listening to here that said something, what did Dell actually like? What information was he giving you to go after these other people, please?
For me, he just gave me over Best Gals information, which I've shared that, which did get twisted and turned along the way now.
From Dell,
I
was
don't know,
it?
but that was Dell. Yeah, it was Dell. Do you know what I mean? And
There we go. So
the
he's
woman,
Dell has fed these women false information. And who the on about is my cousin Beskell here, right?
he's been very abusive as well
To
to
do the
women in the
deep
background.
dive
You know,
and
Pearl.
all shit on her, all lies on her. So this is how dangerous this man is.
I'll take, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I take responsibility. I did post it. Me and her was having a back and forth, but we're fine now. Like, and I've removed that.
Yeah.
As I say, you know,
moving forward, yeah, I'm not bothered about me because we're big. When I say community, I'm not on about dividing travellers on travellers.
no, there's just different communities on the app,
Yes.
kind of thing, I guess. But
Can I just ask Mish, because she's been waiting for ages, can I just let Mish speak and then we'll come back to this other thing?
Yeah.
But thanks for being honest there, Cherry Bells. Yes, my Mish.
Hi, you okay?
Hi.
I just wanted to. I don't feel like I've been affected by Dell as much as some of the other women, but I do want to make a point. I'm going to go a bit backwards. I might be long-winded with my story, so I apologise. I used to be a mod for Jess, and there was a troll account, unknown sender, that was trolling her. And basically, there was a young lady that died that Dell wanted to raise money for because it was one of his friends. So I knew this girl, not like for a long time, but we did private message. So even though I've never liked Dell, I've always thought that he's got a screw loose. We was doing a bingo, and there was a woman on there called Blessed, and she sent me a message with the bingo numbers, and then I checked later on, and then I realised that this person who had messaged me had changed her name, and she was actually a troll account, unknown sender. So I confronted her about it. I said, why are you trolling and stuff? Basically, they came out and said I was a child doxer. I was defending myself. I was like, where have you heard that? So basically, I called her out, and she started making up lies about me. I blocked her, and then Dell did a video about me. So Sarah, I had seen you on Unknown Sender's account laughing at the post and stuff, and then you was friends with Dell at the time, and it's funny how I hadn't even spoke to Dell. I haven't even, he had no reason to come for me. And then when I blocked this troll account, which he made an agency for to stop troll accounts, it was one of his friends. So it was definitely connected because they knew each other. And then he did a video. I can show you the video now if you want. I can turn my camera on.
No, that's fine, that's fine. But what did Dell do to you, like in person?
So on the GoFundMe account, which was raising money for this lady, there was a lot of people that didn't want to give their information. So I said, right, send it to my PayPal and I'll donate through the GoFundMe. So I used my real name, and then when he did this video, he basically doxed my real name. I think I'm just going to show you the
So
video
basically,
because
he was doxing people then. If this is
yeah,
the gist that I'm getting, yeah,
it
doxing
was.
people.
It's the way you got the information as well. Like it
No,
was.
I get what you're
I
saying.
was
I
doing
get
a
what you're
good
saying. I don't want to see
deed.
no videos because this is going to last 3 weeks.
Pale,
Do you know what I'm
Pale.
saying?
There's somebody called Joker, and he's got a sick child at the minute as well, yeah? So he's messaged me a number of times, his family members have, and he'd like to come up. I don't know what information he's got.
Is it about the Dell law?
No, it's about
Is
Dell,
it about
yeah?
Dell?
Yeah, will you
Right.
please let him
Well,
up?
Can drop if you want.
no, thank you. I've made
Now, Sarah and the rest of the girls, I'm not having a go at you. I'm letting you know to say, look, we need to take responsibility. I have done this, I have done that. Because at the end of the day, there's other women getting hurted.
I agree with that, but I'm just saying that I yes, he was my friend, but what he posed wasn't like, Del, you've got to post this. He done that solely on his own.
I
I've
know,
not spoke
but
to
you-
Del for a
I
week
get it,
now.
but you don't
I
understand.
know that. See, from being around him, the short
On your
time, like,
behalf.
One at a
whenever,
time, please, because nobody can hear.
On your behalf.
I didn't ask him to do it, like.
Shy, see, whenever, see the
Okay.
short, Shy, see the short time that I've been around him even, right? The Jacinta thing's the only thing I can comment on. And I
Well, in
didn't
my
know about that.
opinion,
None
I'm
of
just
us
going to
knew
say it
about
like
that.
it is. He's a bully and he's got a load of women to do his
Yes.
bullying
And they
for him.
treat,
That's what
listen,
he's
do
done.
you know what as well, Pearl?
Andy's wife has been dropped.
2 texts and I'll drop in a way as well. Somebody can have my box. I've just come up to
What I'm
support Sarah and
saying,
speak the truth where I can.
you stop following both
One
of
minute,
them.
my best girl. 1 minute. 1 minute.
You
What?
see,
Sorry.
I don't know if she dropped herself, but I didn't drop her. I'm drinking.
no, you see the girls like in the background, even that people talk about. Yeah, they've done stuff right. They have. But I'll be honest with you, and Lou, even you know, I'm not going to lie here. I've no
Yous were
reason.
part of the bullies. The thing is, yous are
But you know
getting
what?
bullied.
You're throwing
Yeah.
also if you want to talk about that.
No,
Can
but
I
the
make
thing
Lou
comments?
is,
too. Do we not go there?
Yous
Don't
employ
disrespect
Wait a minute,
her.
everybody. Wait a
Don't
minute,
disrespect
please.
her.
You
The thing is,
Don't disrespect her, Lou.
Right.
One talk at a time.
Can I just say?
I just want to say before I
1 minute,
drop.
Sherry, hold on.
1
I think all of you
second.
lot have been played like a fiddle, and you lot all look
Yeah.
like the fools that you are, because one man or two men have come between all you women,
You
and
haven't
now you're
heard
sat
the half of
here
it.
arguing with each other
Yeah.
because of what a man has
You're right.
done.
There is 2 men in the middle of it
I've
all.
got half of it. I've got
2
a
men are
list
worse
of
than the
things
women.
here that he's done. And the thing is yous knew what he did. You knew the doxing. Do you want me to read some of the things that he's done? So he made a
Don't make, listen, you've been part of stuff. Don't make it out like, don't go. If you want to talk about Del, yeah, no, I will. I'm going to drop in a minute in a way, but I just want to say, listen.
Lou, you sat with people when my gran was being doxed
Yeah.
as well. My
Don't
whole
act innocently. If
So
you want to
what
talk
right
about
have you got to sit
Sarah, you knew
Sarah.
that Del made up
Sarah,
lies
give me a
about me
minute. Sarah, give me a
doxing.
minute, girl. Lou,
Can
if
anybody
you want
hear
to
you?
talk
I'm not-
about
no,
me
I
and
can't.
Sarah,
This is
do
what
that in
they do,
another
they're
life.
over- they
This is about
overspeak.
Del.
All
Stop
of you,
blaming
shut
other
the fuck
people.
up then. Just
Stop
speak
blaming
one at
other
a
people.
time. Please, speak one at a time and then say something and let the other answer back. Fucking hell, nobody can hear.
No, it's pathetic.
Right, so he made a 15-minute video putting all my past in. So I'm a recovering addict. I have made mistakes and I do have a past. And he's recently on a troll account under Darkman put all these videos from my past up there, made a 15-minute video. He's put his dead mum out on a troll account.
They know this, Lou. They know
Let
this.
her
We don't
speak,
need a recap.
Sarah. Let her speak.
Can we
Let her
drop
just finish
Sarah?
what
Because
she's
I don't
saying.
even know why the bullies are in the box.
Right.
They're all as bad as each other.
Listen,
She's
I'm
as
going to
worse
drop a
as
couple
Del.
of years.
Really?
Right, listen. I'm going to drop a
You've got to
couple
let
of years.
everybody speak, girls. Good and bad.
Yeah.
Where's Lou gone? Have I dropped
I'm
Lou?
here. No, I'm here. So
Oh.
my friends,
Let us
also,
speak.
my friends' dead relatives have been put on troll accounts moving, and the views that upset them and stuff like that. They've got a bully gang mentality, and they intimidate everyone that doesn't have an opinion. That has an opinion that isn't agreeing with theirs. They're threatening to dox my friends' phone numbers. They found out on someone's phone number and called them, all because of a different opinion. They trace IP addresses through a website. They've made threats to my friend to out the relative's trauma. He's put photos of front doors up. He's went to a woman's house, took photos of the rear, the side, and the front of the house to intimidate. He threatens when people try and raise awareness. I have over the last few weeks, and he's threatened, and they intimidate you to try and stop. My 3-year-old son's address was threatened at one point to be doxed by Sarah, who joined the intimidation. Women,
2 minutes, me baby. Listen. We get the gist that Sarah's been bullying everybody. We get that, but it's more with anybody with any factual information.
Yeah, this is all factual. Women are losing their, their communication with friends because they're scared of jumping in boxes. But
don't be scared. That's what I'm saying. Don't be scared. But I think we're taking this away from Dale.
No, it's all
There's
Dale.
only Sherry Bells that's come up here and said, yes, them information, and they were doing the bullying on his behalf, basically.
This is all Dell. He also made a TikTok agency to try and gain some sort of control and information, and then he realised he couldn't access information. He threatens to out electricity bills. He uses a program called Gemini Pro something to look into people to see if their dead relatives really died the way they did. He's a bully, he's awful, and people are scared. I had a woman nearly crying earlier.
I agree with Lou.
It's horrible, and at some point you did join in. You've got to admit that.
It's been back and forth, Lou. Don't act like an angel, mate. If you're going to be honest, be honest.
Give me the very, very,
Don't be half honest.
version.
Don't you dare start or you're getting kicked. We've been on for 27 hours. Fuck's sake.
Feels like 27 days.
So yes, listen, and I'm not taking this away from Lou, and Lou's in my box because we had a little bit of backwards and forwards, didn't he, over the lies that you told that time. But like I said today, everybody who was wanting to come up, was allowed to come up to get this story out about this bully who had a load of bullies to go out and bully people. This is what I'm saying, and it needs to fucking stop.
Pearl, but what I'm trying to say is not everyone's innocent.
We've been on this live
No,
since
I
this
don't think
morning.
nobody's innocent.
I'm going to say this. Last year, when I was
Top Girl, right, listen. I'm leaving Top Girl in charge. I just have to go for 2 seconds. Mute everybody, let them talk one at a time.
Everyone mute.
Be respectful on the platform or you're getting kicked.
Right, Andy's wife requesting I'll let you in, but firstly, we've been going at this all fucking morning. Can we push for popular, please? Send your heart me's and your popular gifts, or we're going to cancel the live. Next person, Tammy, go ahead, love.
Hello, could I have Jenny up with me, please? Well, did Jen?
Well, do you want someone to hold your hand?
I do.
So, right, hold on. What's her name?
World of Jen.
She's not in the box. Oh, she's here now. Hold on.
Jenny, I'm nearly Top Girl. I love that. You make me laugh.
Okay, I have just found out, like literally 10 minutes ago, that obviously I knew what happened to me, but because Sarah is so manipulative and gets in people's ears, and she twists things, and then they believe her. Pretty much what is happening right now. I am watching the comments, and probably the majority of our community are so frustrated right now listening to Sarah's lies, okay? What she's doing right now is manipulating all of you, right? And everyone in the comments and everybody around you to believe that it's tit for tat. And I will tell you now, it is not being tit for tat. This girl has been doing this before she even met Dow, okay? And then I think possibly she could have been his massive earpiece, and the pair of them, you know, you get the Myra Hindley and the two that come together, and then they work so badly together, right? Because they are actually horrors. They are horrors, okay?
Guys, if you're not Tammy, mute your box. Let her have her say, and then Sarah, you can talk after her. If everyone's talking over each other, we're not going to understand anyone. Sorry, Tammy.
Okay, so yeah, they are horrors, and I believe Sarah's probably been like it all of her life, and then she's just met somebody that is going to do it together, and they've just become this whole awful pair. Okay, so personally, what's been affected by me, I'm not going to bring the Shy situation into it because that we've smoothed that over. And again, that was manipulation from Sarah getting into her ear. No screen recordings have actually been found.
No, I don't agree with that.
No screen recordings have been found. I'm not getting into that, and Shy doesn't want to get into that either. This is about you or Dal right now, okay?
Excuse me, I'm
but
happy
this
to
is where
talk
it
about
starts
that.
from. Me and Jenny didn't even have
What
an
is it?
argument, and then listen how it started with me, and I'll tell you what they've done to me. Me and Jenny didn't even have an argument. Sarah decides to tell Jenny that I am a terrible friend, and let's push it on Jenny. Let's say that we're so bad, even though me and Jenny didn't even fall out at that time. But the things that I didn't have her back 100%. But me and Jenny were so good that we were fine. But Sarah would get into people's ears and make out that I'm this worst person. And then what she did from that, which was none of her business, I have not done one thing to Sarah at this point, not one thing, right? She then decides to look into my life.
Do you think it was Del
I
that
have
put her
now
up to
just
it?
found out that Jenny,
And
Tom,
after seeing the
and Tam
evidence-
Tam have seen everything they were doing to me and have told me it is not good. Jenny, do you want to say what you've been
Sarah,
what you've
Can I
just
hold
seen?
on a minute?
So,
No.
Sarah, it's my turn now. It's my turn now, Sarah.
But am I not allowed to
I've
reply?
waited. I've waited.
Right, you're not
You can
listening.
reply
You're
to
not
both.
listening. 1 minute, World of Jenny. It was actually Dan after Tammy because he was in the box
Okay.
after you. Dan.
Hello, everybody. So I've not a clue what's going on, but what I have heard is her at the side and there you love it. Now I don't know if it is tit for tat, but with you speaking within 2-3 seconds, you was calling someone, so I believe it's tit for tat. That's my opinion.
Thank you for that, Dan. Next. World of Jenny.
So I've seen evidence tonight that Sarah's thoroughly lying to everybody currently, has been for months. Lied to me, pretends to be my mate and was actively trolling me, actively trolling a lot of people, pretending to be people's friends while it was getting blamed on them, actively trying to make people believe that the accounts were other people. Weren't you, Sarah? Sarah knew all about Son of Elvis, a little more conversation, actively trolled a lot of people. Yeah, you participated. You participated.
I did.
Yeah, you fully participated, didn't you? But you didn't have nothing to do with
it. Wasn't a
Del's
bullying
behaviour.
page. It was.
What do you mean? My daughter was posted on that with her mouth moving, Sarah.
I didn't have your daughter.
Actively participated.
As Del said before,
You
we all
did.
know Sarah's a bully. How does this go back?
It's about her actively participating, and it's about Del. They were Del's accounts, and she actively
You know
participated
what it
in
is,
them.
Lily? Top girl, they're trying to, they're just, I don't know why.
Right, am I allowed to talk now? Am I allowed to give her a
The
response?
difference with some of the other people.
Well,
Guys,
hold on. Right, let Sarah.
Right, can I just say, when I went for Tammy, we've got all the screen recordings still because I even found ones when something about shell bells. Tammy used to sit there and say, "Oh, can't wait! I'll be delighted when I get that phone call."
That was after.
Shut up. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Jenny,
Let me finish. You've had to
please,
say.
girls. This is after. This is
As you're
you've
here,
done this
as
to
you're here,
me.
Pearl, can you let Andy's
He's
wife
lying.
Right, no. I've got the proof. I can do the
It's
timeline if you want me
after.
to, Tammy.
Of
No, it
course
wasn't.
I said it
No, it
after.
wasn't. No, let me finish.
You push
Let
me
me
to
finish.
a point. No,
Let
you're
me finish.
lying.
You're on mute. You're on
He
mute.
is like, I can't stand
Let
it.
her finish, for fuck's sake, my head's mashed up.
She's
Let her
lying.
finish.
Right, but you can sit there and say I'm a liar, yeah?
Just let her finish,
You
right?
made-
Just say what you got to say.
You've
please.
made the utmost post about me at 6 o'clock in the morning before I even came for you on my page.
Oh my God,
Tammy.
she's so lying.
And
I
I've
can't
got
say-
the
I
proof
can't-
of
I
that,
can't.
So don't sit there and lie.
I
You
can't.
sat
She's
there-
lying. This is
Right,
complete
hold
and
on.
utter lies.
You also was at somebody's house telling me to go there because you wanted to fight me.
Yes, because
and then
you've been
begging
doing,
me that
because
night
you had
to
been
find
doing
you.
awful
And can I
things
just
to me.
say, shut up, Tammy, a minute.
No,
can I just say?
no. I'm going to get down because she's lying and I can't bear it.
Right, okay. Right, and can I just sit here and say, I'm going to sit here and say one thing, right? That thing that's been brought up about last year, right? I've got somebody, and I'm going to go and get that receipt. There was an account made, about my daughter saying, acting like the kid's dog, saying, I just wanted to bite you and taste you like lasagna. And I've had 5 comments from a Charlene in there saying, so you think that's funny then, best girl, yeah? You think that's funny?
She's not laughing at that. She's just sent me a WhatsApp and said, is your head mashed? That's what we're laughing at. So stop taking offence at everything, Sarah. We have private conversations.
The way is
right. Yes, girl. Stop explaining.
No, because it is for tit for tat. There's no before and there's no after.
Stop going to best girl and deflect and say
there's a lot of people sitting in here right now that is lying, literally have edged everyone on and had their pipe up. And as soon as we've reacted back, we're the bloody bullets. That's the sick
Sarah,
of it.
do you know what?
Now I've had enough.
Sarah,
Come on, Jenny, you are the most 10-faced person who sat with people. Who sat with people.
Pack it in.
I've just Sarah.
Chat, love.
I'm not
absolutely ridiculous.
I'm not being thing. I've had enough of Sarah. Sarah, you don't let nobody speak. You've had to up here all this time, and it's just we've seen.
I have done a crime for going.
That's fine, right?
Take me to prison, girls. I've done wrong. Take me to prison.
Don't explain. Right? Can I hear you from Andy's wife, please?
Hello, Pearl. Right, try and get this back on track and cut the crap, because I feel like a lot of people have come and brought in the little issues that they've got amongst each other, and we're completely away from the big issue here. There are women, a huge amount of women on this app terrified because of Delmac and off the app. They've left the app because of his bullying. Now, an example of Sarah's involvement, I'm going to say I called this out 2 weeks ago. I grew some balls and said enough's enough. Sarah came in, had a go at me. I got the most horrendous bullying for about a week, with her putting pictures up, doxing, chatting shit, all off the back of Del. Now, this has gone on for 12 months. There's a lot of women have asked if they'd come up and speak, and they don't want to because they're scared. And this is what I feel this is about. Yeah, there's issues between individuals, but the overwhelming issue is what Del's doing. And this includes, if somebody was to put a comment in the chat now saying they didn't like Del, their address, their surname, their picture would be up on his TikTok and his website. People would donate to charities through his GoFundMe. He will then get their details and dox them. It has gone on for so long, and yes, Shelbell, Shannon, they've not been with him that long, but there are people who've been with him a long time. I don't know their level of involvement, but they're coming up here now bringing up stuff that's 12 months ago, before we even knew them, acting the victim.
I can speak on
My Andy's wife, I don't mean to speak over you, and you know best, I think that's why I played the recording, to prove to everybody about Nanny Bed, because she's been behind the scenes. She knew more, she's letting on. That's why she's so sensitive, like, it has not to do with me. You get me?
Yeah, so I don't know much
on that. When I questioned her, she thought, how much do you know, Betsy?
Well,
because now it's talking. I'm sorry.
I think my husband wants to speak to Alex.
Alex.
One minute, top girl, 1 minute.
Everything,
Alex.
mommy.
What? A top girl, 1 minute. Alex, do you want to get up in the box? Sorry.
It's just a message. He doesn't want a conversation with it.
I didn't know about this. Sorry. If he wants to get up, he can.
Sorry, I'm not. Am I carrying on, or are we waiting?
I'm just saying, does Alex want to come up?
Kam për ta shirë motrat nonën vetëm mos ka pasha pat vra nuk kam për të nën.
He said, tell him to go, you know, the ones that he was saying that big up the Albanians, tell him to go get that translated with the Albanians.
Right.
Anyway, I think that's my time to say goodnight, because I need to go back in the cellar now, because apparently my husband don't let me on TikTok at night. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.
So, Bill, there's a massive trigger warning that comes with this, but there are ladies, and I'm not going to mention anybody's names, who have been threatened that they're...
Well, you've got half an hour, so all I'm saying is hurry this along.
Please, can I have Joker up here?
There's been ladies who have been threatened that their SA will be, and Grape will be announced to the app
if they speak out about him. They're like, we are talking deep shit here.
Personal family details.
Nobody be scared of that. Come on, get on with
Everything
that.
you can imagine.
And this is why there's not many people actually coming up to speak, because they are so insanely scared of this one man. And I'm hoping that tonight he sees that there's that much heat on him that he just backs off and leaves people alone. And there's not just one person who's had that threat. There's a lot of people who've had threats similar. And it, honestly, like, we've invested
not in the
cameras.
requests.
We've had to invest in cameras for our house because of this man and his behaviour, and because of the fear he puts in people.
And to be fair, they both went to someone's house, didn't they?
Yeah.
Together.
Who did?
Sarah and Delmac. They actually filmed going to someone's house and knocking on the door.
Can I ask you a question, please?
They thought it was a person called Miss Blue or something, and it ended up being a guy called Paul.
So what happened when it was a man then and Del went to the house?
They tried to, it was Del and Sarah, they tried to talk to him because it turned out that they had found the wrong person, but he was someone that had known all of these people a long time ago.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, Delmac, from my perception, he has obsessions. I genuinely think he does. I think Haley Comet's one, I think Tom's one, and a lady called Dignity. He is obsessed with them.
Yeah.
He wants to know everything about that. He's very, very strange, very strange.
Wow.
But all I wanted to say to Sarah is she was saying all of this had happened to her by other people a year and a half ago. But again, what did me or Tam Tam ever do to her for her to let him do that? Because he did it on her behalf. We've got the messages, the threats about our children and all of this. You know, he did say it was because of a fight between her and Tam Tam.
I want to ask you a question, please. I'm going off what I've been told now, and I know you should never do that, but it had played on my mind a bit. Do you know Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody told me she was always on the background, not one of the main characters. On the
Absolutely
background.
not, yeah.
Right.
With Angel, she fell out with Sarah very early on in January. And then what Angel did, they've only made up very recently. And then I outed Doctor Who, and Sarah denied knowing who Doctor Who is. I can actually prove it because it got sent to me. So Angel basically had proof that Sarah knew who Doctor Who was.
That's right.
So
And
now they're throwing Angel under this bus. But really, Angel hasn't been around for very long.
Angel for a very long time. They were trying
Angel's never been involved with Del.
Because she wanted to be a big woman by chucking eggs and flour and all that stupidness.
So really, do you know my take on all of this, right? All of these women that's involved, not on the app because you're giving him the heads up of what you're going to do. I think you all need to contact each other, right? Whether you speak or you don't. All of this evidence needs to get put together, and then something needs doing about it. If people are getting threats like this where, like, essays getting outed, lots of private information is getting outed. It needs something doing to stop this man, because if not, this is just going to go on and on. He's recruiting more people into the group to take the heat off him and do all of this bullying. And it needs to stop because some of this has been seen.
Joker wants to play a video. He's got
Joker's not in the box.
He also knows that a lot of us are like Zen parents. So we are going to be more concerned for, like, obviously everyone's concerned about their home. But
What account is Joker on, Best Girl?
1 minute. Scotty might know about it. Scotty, speak please.
Joker, what account are you
I have
on?
sent I shared it with Joker to come in. Can I just play you something a minute, please?
This might be the recording.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, I can't even do it now. Oh.
Sorry, my big mama, I've just seen the comment.
That's all right. If you let Jenny's actually been quite close to this group, and she can comment on what's been going on.
I was never close to Del, but I do now. Yeah.
You know the women. You know the women of the group.
Let's start with. Good morning. So, let's start with Sky. Let's get something straight. You're not a fucking liar. And now I'm doing stuff that you made me do. So, shovel and home comes to mind because you're going to need it. Especially after the recording that I listened to that was sent to me from an official channel yesterday regarding a complaint that was sent to.
Can you turn it up a bit, Scatty, or anything?
Yeah, but I can't get it no louder.
Like, bring it closer to your phone.
Well, it was malicious, wasn't it, Sky? Anyway, that aside, my suggestion, anyone that has Sky in their boxes must be off their heads. Personally, I wouldn't let her anywhere near these because she's an absolute psychopath, and that's all going to come clear. Then I'm not picking on a woman, I'm just saying it exactly as it is because I do have the receipts to go with it. There is a difference. Now, on to the Burn Blue accounts. Burn Blue and Burn Dale my accounts. Now, these have been deactivated. I have official notice from TikTok, which I've got now.
In other words, if I just say it as it is, he said, I need a shovel and a hoe because he's going to come and he's going to get me to dig a hole and bury myself. That is what Del is saying to me. Also, Shelbell, why do you want my grandson's names? They are 16 and vulnerable children. I'm ashamed of you, Shelbell. I've had people come to my house twice and do video recordings of my house. I have got these two vulnerable grandchildren of mine that I took on. The one when he was 14 months, the other one 3 years ago. And I've got people like that idiot wanting to come to my house. Do you know what, Del? I'm not frightened of you anymore. And Shelbell, don't tell me you didn't ask for my grandson's names. Don't bring them into it. All because, yes, I'll give your phone number out. But you sent somebody to my house. So why do you want to go into my grandchildren now? Two 16-year-olds, they're both 16 now, okay? One with ADHD, the other with autism. They don't leave the house. They don't leave the house. So what do you want to dig up on my grandchildren? That's what I want to know. And Sarah, you sent my best friend a threat, didn't you? Because you thought she was the heartless thingy. And she wasn't, was she, Sarah? No, she wasn't. Oh, so what? It's not what, so what, Sarah? Right? You have got to stop it. Just because I found out your street name. You know, I could give it out now, but I'm not going to. Oh, look up what happened with cockroaches in your flat, is it? And your name is on there, Sarah. Sorry, Pearl. Sorry.
Did you just call me Paul?
I don't know what I called you, to be honest. You know what? I was told to sing you a song, but I'm not going to because I'll get dropped from the box. No, I'm being good.
Alex.
Pearl, I think it's just a case of the police basically, Del lives split between Tenerife and Scotland, and it's a case of getting him while he's here. Everybody just wants him to back off. Everybody just wants him to back off.
Hey, Andy, sorry, let me just interrupt quickly. Scatty, do you know what all of this is that's happened now? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it's called? It's called fucking karma, mate, because you've been just as bad. You've sat there doing it to other people.
So you were friends with Del now,
Don't start. I'm not sticking up for Del. They're all wrong with us. Del, Tom, all of these. But you integrate with all of these, sat around terrorising other people. And now you want to cry about it. Don't lie. I've got screen recordings of you in places. Don't sit there and chat shit because I'll pull it all up.
Yeah,
you're getting a taste of your own medicine, and now you're crying. Unlucky.
Can I speak now? No face, I'm not crying. Just because I got your screen slip, is that you a problem?
Why
because I was the one that got yours.
I'm always showing my face whenever I've wanted to show my face, Scatty.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
you
saying,
didn't.
You are a scatty cunt. That's why your name's Scatty.
Can I
You've
just
sat
say,
there
I have
terrorising
seen-
other
I
women
have seen,
for fucking months, and now you want
No
to sit and cry
Face's
about it.
face and he's handsome.
So you can't
no,
sit
I'm
there
not-
and chat shit now, Scatty.
I'm not
because you're
saying
being
he's
called
not
out for it.
handsome.
Because
I'm not
you've been
saying he's
kicked
not
to the
handsome.
side.
his
Because
face.
you've been kicked to the side by all these people now. You want to sit and cry because other people are coming for you.
No,
It's
I'm
called
not.
fucking
I'm
karma,
not.
love. It's called karma.
No, I'm not.
You are. You've just sat
No.
there and had a fucking whole sub story about how you.
I am just saying I have got 2 vulnerable children in my house. That's okay. If they want to come for me, not my children, okay?
Scatty, can I say something to you? Right, listen. And I say this to another certain person on the app. If you going out and spewing venom and doing these things, it doesn't matter. You can't hide behind. This is only advice I'm giving you. You can't hide behind children then. The same as you can't hide behind your parents. You can't hide behind whatever. If you're good enough to give it out, you have to expect it back.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's not bullying, then it is tit for tat. And
I
think
understand
each
that.
deserves what they're getting.
I understand that, but this no face knows nothing about me. Send me the receipts.
I know you was about, the whole chat will clarify. Right, chat, can you just clarify something for me? Was Scatty about at the time when people were getting terrorised, and she was involved in it? Yes or no?
I was
Because
not
I know
involved
for a
with
fact you
anything,
was, and
no.
like I said, I'll pull up the screen recording, so stop sitting
I
there to a
don't know
fucking
Scatty
victim
till
now
this week.
because you're being terrorised by people
No.
when you was the one doing the terrorising only months back.
No, I wasn't. You've
No,
got that
alright,
all
so where's
wrong.
the whole chat
I
lying then?
started off
Look at
with...
the chat. Look at the chat.
I started off with Tom when I had a disagreement. Well, the reason the disagreement, because Sharon was doing a live, first live, and I went on with her. Then there was arguments when I was in with Sharon. I had to leave that because I was being bullied. I left Sharon, okay? That's what happened then. Then, because I had left Sharon, Delma grabbed me, okay? I was in a
Grabbed you
WhatsApp
where
group. I was in a WhatsApp group with Delmac,
So
right?
he forced you to go in a group.
Because no, I wasn't forced, Pearl. I went in a WhatsApp group because I thought I knew who Miss Blue and Miss Pink was. I'm Welsh. I got it wrong. When I got it wrong, I was thrown to the curb. Okay. So then I did speak to Tom, and I'll say, and the dancers, right? I was back
This is
with
getting
them.
very deep.
Whatever I did, I put my hand up to, and I apologise for what I did, okay?
For the people in the chat saying
I
I'm making
sat
it
on
about
the fence.
Tom,
I don't
I've not
care what the
mentioned Tom
people.
once, have I?
I'm not looking at the chat.
Sorry,
I just know that the people that she's been around in all of these
Scatty,
chats.
1 minute, please.
I've not once mentioned Tom's name. I've not mentioned anyone's name.
I
I'm
said-
saying that
I'm
I've seen
telling you
you
what happened.
around these people, that have been that have been terrorising other people. Yeah, and now you're up here spitting, screaming and crying because it's happening to you.
Not spitting, screaming and crying. Do I sound as if I'm crying?
You do sound emotionally damaged, yeah.
No, I always sound like this, okay? This is me, okay? So, yes, I speak to a lot of people. Have I got the recordings of the WhatsApp group with Del? When I know how to download them, yes, I have.
So when did you find out Del was a wrong and then Scatty? But how long into the
I had
friendship?
left Del. Obviously, he used me then for information. It wasn't about terror.
So you were doing his bullying as well then, Scatty?
No, I thought I knew who Miss Blue and Miss Pink was. You don't know about that, Pearl. I thought I knew who they was, and these people needed to be outed.
Doing a story time later.
They needed to be outed at the time. So I thought I knew who they were. I got it wrong.
So to me,
anybody
then,
is
it
allowed.
just sounds like you've all been fucking manipulated, whatever you call it, by this man, and you've all been bullies at one time at bullying other people. When it's coming back to you, this is now that this big goings on. But there is poor innocent people in all of this. That's
Yeah, that's
terrifying,
exactly
just
it. That's
like
the
you
Why
said.
are people
1
going
minute, Scatty.
Yeah, there is nothing on me. Absolutely not. There is nothing. That's
Same.
why whenever I've brought out the receipts, Del can say nothing. Whatever I have to say to people, I have always said to them. The only thing in there is probably Tom's a twat, Tom's this. I've said this to Tom multiple times. there is nothing. I've never dug, and everyone knows that because Del would have brought it out. I'm happy to send the whole chat. I honestly, it's because I was friends with Tam Tam. I do my own thing. I don't listen to where they want me to go or who they want me to talk to. I don't do that. I never have, and that's why I was on the outs.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just fucking.
I was told from the get-go from
Pearl?
Shy and them that he was dangerous and didn't get in with him.
Can Tom speak?
Saved.
Pearl, I've finished what I've had to do, and I'm back. I have listened to most of what's gone on since that, and now Scatty has not been involved with bullying people and terrorising people. Yeah,
Well, obviously, it's just come out of her own mouth. Of course, she has.
She hasn't been involved.
One minute, Tom. She's just said it out of her own mouth. She's been used, so she done Dell's fucking work. She's just said it.
No, it wasn't that. Honestly,
No, it wasn't that, Pearl. Pearl, what it was Del thought Scatty had information. If we start talking about the Miss Blue thing and trying to find out who she was, then we'll be here all night. But Scatty was used because he thought she had information, so he roped her in to that, and then cast it aside when he realised that she didn't have the information that he wanted. That was purely it. Now Scatty has jumped around a bit and things like that, but she's not a bad person. She's not a bad person. I'd just like to speak to Shy actually, because Shy, I have never been in your inbox throughout this, have I?
No, we haven't spoken.
No, we've never spoke. You know, Shy's spoken out. I've not gone right. Grab all these ladies that have gone, been
I did it on my
Del,
own,
and we'll use it. These people realised what was being done was wrong and moved away from them. Moved away from the situation.
Months ago, by the way.
So is Miss Blue, by the way, is that Diana?
Sorry, that was for Del.
I'm going to bring this forward, yeah?
No,
I don't
no,
care
it's
who
different
don't like
Miss Blue.
Scatty or not. I really love Scatty.
Different Miss Blue.
I see good in it.
Right, go on.
So there's been misinformed. The people are misinforming on that situation with Scatty. Yeah, you know, a lot of people on this app have said things and said nasty things might have come out of their mouth at some point, and I'm sure Scatty will own up if she's said to things she said. But she's not some person.
Accusations in the past about people, like we can't deny it.
Yeah,
there's no denying of it.
Yeah,
we all have. I am number one victim.
Yeah, and she won't use any excuses on that. But people also have seen that she's vulnerable as a person and played on those vulnerabilities as well. And you know, I don't sit with Scatty or anything like that. Scatty has sat on my lives at times, you know, and she's fun. You know, this isn't all about a massive thing that's been going on for a year and it's nothing else has gone on in between. You know, there has been moments on this, but there's been a lot of Sarah Cooey and some of Del's people who've sat with him until last week have come up and tried to deflect the situation away from allowing some of the victims to have their say. And I'm sure there's people who've been scared to come up now. Tammy, who came up before, didn't really get a chance to speak because they were in the box. Now, I tried to call Tammy just before this live because I'd found out that I've got pages of it. I've not even sent them to her yet. I've got pages of it on a WhatsApp group where they've deep dived her family and they've got all this information about her. And I wanted to call her first to speak to her about it because I know how it will affect her when she actually finds out that this has gone on. Now, just to correct something. So earlier on, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Tom's just as bad as Del." I have never ever come on this app and threatened somebody, threatened women.
Yes, you
no,
have.
I haven't. No, I
haven't.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
This is about the
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. No, just
you don't even know what's going on here.
No. Listen. No, I haven't threatened her. Yeah, I've had threats back, and I've had a lot of people come with threats back, right? I don't say I'm an angel, and maybe some of the way I dealt with trying to correct Hayley's misinformation on the
See,
no, I've never been interested in where
Tom.
I've never been interested in where likes of Hayley Comet, Liv, or anybody like that, anybody that I might speak upon. I've no interest in that. Like I say, I deal with what people say on the app, and I try to correct what they say, and how people behave. Yeah, you know, and I don't, like I say, I don't claim to be an angel, and I don't say some of the way I've done things could have been done better, but to suggest that, you know, I'm not out there to intimidate. You ask any of the people that has ever sat with Del if I've ever come at them because they've been sat with Del. Never. You know, never. It's been solely about
I do know,
what
Tom.
Del
I've
does.
bullied Hayley for months. I do know that, and I don't want you to keep saying no, I haven't, because you're calling me a liar, and I eat it with my own ears.
Well, it depends, right? We could. That's a separate situation. And actually, when I heard, when I heard you said this morning that you're doing an outing on Del Mac, I thought that was in a few days, and I was in the process of trying to give you some background of what actually went on around that time, because people didn't want me to speak. They try to smear me, so they create this narrative, and because lots of people talk about it, and if it starts off with somebody like Hayley, they want to talk about it. You know, we had Alicia up before. They want to put out a narrative to shut me up. Yeah, and like I said,
name out your dirty mouth, you little dickhead.
You see, this is it. People just try and interrupt and get abusive and things like that.
He's not going to sit you like this, Alicia. That's a boyfriend.
So what have I ever done to you, No Face? What have I ever done to you? Nothing.
You've got 6 minutes because I can't wait to end this live. Hey, Alex, are you all right?
Yeah,
you know, I'd started off our message. I said, I bet your head's been battered with.
Tom.
I think, honestly, I think this is a tit for tat, childish bit. This is like a bitch fest. This is. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not tit for tat when people are coming to your houses, when you've got vulnerable children living in your houses. Sorry, that's not
excuses. All I've heard in these lives are excuses, and this person did this, this person did that.
That's what I said. I think they've all been manipulated by
you've all done it yourselves. You know what I mean? You've all fucking done it yourselves. I'm sorry.
I've certainly never trolled anybody, but I've been trolled and I've been threatened. And
it means the people that's in.
No, I'm not about you, Jenny. I'm on about it just seems like one person's done one thing and they're calling out someone else for doing another thing, and then someone's saying that you did this. It's like a point
genuine people who hasn't done anything.
That is a point.
Had the backlash and had information docs. So we're not saying yous, but everybody who's been going at each other, this is exactly it. And I think this Del man has just leased all this information, doxed everybody, put the information out and let them all go at each other.
He robbed a GoFundMe that I donated £100 into for that girl that is no longer here, and that money went in his pocket. And yes, Tom, I have got the proof.
Pearl, we've had this for 3 weeks, going round and round.
I don't know, the fuckers have done it for 3 weeks.
I'm telling you, this is what we've had. On top of the abuse, what we've had this for 3 weeks, going round in a circle, and these women protecting Delmac and telling you they're nothing to do with it when they clearly are. As soon as they get in the box and open the mouth, you know what's what. And they're still not admitting anything, and none of them are handing Delmac up, but they're saying they're being threatened by Delmac.
I think all the genuine people that are getting threatened need to all come together, have a little phone call with each other and do something about it, because if not, let this man know he's not going to get away with doing that, because he is a bully, because I bet he would never step to a man. It's always been about women. This is my opinion here. Just like you did, Tom. I'm sorry, and this is why me and you don't get on, because I watched you for months with Hayley. And it wasn't nice to sit back and watch. Do you know what I'm saying?
He never doxed her address like Del did. That's all I will say.
Not like that, Scotty. We don't breed men bullying women.
I've never said, look, I know where you live. It's never said to anybody, look, I know where you live. I'm going to come and knock on your door. I'm going to find out who you are. I'm going to find out where you work. I'm going to contact your workplace.
And Hayley showed proof.
Never.
Anyway, this
I've
is
never
not
done
about
anything.
you and Hayley.
Can I just say sorry?
That's a slur.
I genuinely
Pearl. That is incorrect. That is incorrect. That is totally incorrect because I haven't done that.
You know,
This is what happens.
you know,
People try to
the
smear your
word
name.
Foster,
I'm
I've
talking,
got-
Haley
Alex.
in the
Wait
chat.
for your
Sorry,
turn.
it's Haley in the
I'm
chat.
actually
If
talking.
not, can somebody share
Alex,
the
I'm
slide to
talking.
Haley, please?
I genuinely hope, by the way, the women that have contacted me that I met in the Discord last year but didn't really know that they were going through the same thing, I hope that they're able to contact you. I know they are scared, but I do hope they are able to contact you.
Because I have had a woman.
Because there's loads.
I've had a woman that rang me that was in the WhatsApp group, breaking her heart on the phone. I can't tell you what it's about.
Jackie, listen, I'm not being awful now. People's
Sorry,
come out
Bill.
and said what you've done back. I can't side with none of you.
Yeah, but
Exactly
where
what you're
is the
saying, it's
receipt?
all a tit for tat. No, do you know something? I wish I'd never got involved in this, but what I am going to say, them people are genuinely getting bullied off this man. All needs to come together and do something about it because he's like a little cult, as you call it, and he's brainwashed everybody and put them out to do his dirty work. That's my opinion.
My opinion as well. I don't know what to do with the situation, Pearl. Yeah.
Well, do you know something, my best girl? I'm going to tell you. You know, if anybody comes onto your platform anymore and mentions it, I would have nothing to do with it unless it's genuine women. But don't do it on the app. Have a private call. Put them in the right direction where they're going to get help. Find all the helpline numbers and everything out. Put them in contact. Then professional people will know where to go with this.
And that's what I say.
It's drained me physically.
Yeah, me too. My head's fucked up.
This one. At the end, my head's done in. But this one's a victim, this one's a victim. And of all, they don't realise some of the women who've been on this app tonight, they've been physically rude and they find it acceptable in the end.
Exactly.
Right,
listen, everybody, I'm not.
Pearl, can I just say one? Can I just say one thing before you finish? One thing. Yeah. So I've just had a message with a list of several people who are wanting to come up tonight. Several people who've been victims of him that have messaged people connected with me in the past and said, when Tom does a live again, I actually want to speak out. I feel that it's time I want to speak out. And they felt the way it's gone. No, this is no slant on you because other people have come up and said things that they felt they couldn't say. When I get chance, I will do a live, and I will allow those people. I will do a live, and I'll let those people have their say.
Good,
you know, and I appreciate what you said. I appreciate what you said at the start, where if he starts to go for people, that you would offer some sort of protection for them, because that's reassuring for those people.
Whoa, I said it's not going to happen. These people come and will go down the proper channels. Don't put words in your mouth.
After all this has happened, can I have a little say, Pearl, please?
Yeah, go on. Can everybody just be quiet, please?
When they've all dropped, Pearl, because I ain't having this talk over, you've done this, you've done that, because it's fucking annoying, I ain't going to lie.
I was going to say, because now I am going to drop everybody out the box, because I was just going to have a little minute with you all, because my head's fucking mashed. So, thank you everybody for coming in.
Thanks for having me on.
You're all right. But everybody banned from Alex, will you just drop down a minute, please?
Good night,
night, my best girl.
Oh, see you later.
Hey, night, my no. You can stay up if you want.
Go on, I'll stay for a sec. Go on. I'll talk
you can stay. My best girl, I'll speak to you in a bit. Or if you can sit quiet, you can sit there. Right, go on, Alex.
Basically, like I said, I've just been told of what's just gone on. Obviously, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, if these are your friends, why has she just come into her box, right, and allowed her partner to threaten to kill me? So you know what it is now, right, Top Girl? I've had it translated, right? Tell your fella to suck my English cock, right, and tell him to meet me now. I don't give a fuck who he thinks he is. Because I tell you now, Top Girl, right, you threatened to kill me and come round my household, right? Let me tell you now, I'll tell you for a full-blown fact now, if he was a full-blown, hardcore geezer, you as a female wouldn't be allowed to come and talk about money on an app. Let me tell you now, you wouldn't be allowed to talk about shit like sex and all this stuff on an app, and you wouldn't be allowed to talk about money, and that's a fact. Fucking idiot. Don't ever come and threaten my household, because I assure you now, things work in wonders. I'll tell you that for a fucking fact now. So tell your fella to suck my English cock, and if he wants to do something. I'll happily meet him. Fact.
I don't know. I don't speak Albanian.
Well, that escalated quickly.
fuck's sake. Do you know, like... Oh, honestly, please. You know, Top Girl says things in our language, but it's just now something. I didn't know what had been said. Oh, God. Well, everybody. Oh, honestly. Piss off requests. Well, that turned out nice again, didn't it? God, my life is so fucked up. Listen, I don't speak Albanian. I don't know what was said. Like I said, I just thought it was just something like when Top Girl says their language. Oh, God. Now I feel shitty. Anyways, anybody who's got any information on this man, please go down the proper authorities. It's not for the app. It's something that needs sorting, because there will be poor, vulnerable people that is getting threatened with, should we say, implements and things to happen to the family and whatever. It needs to go down the proper authorities. Oh, I feel bad over that because I didn't know what was said. Honestly. Listen, and you know something? My head's been mashed for a couple of days, and I'm just telling you, I'm not coming on the app tomorrow because I didn't know what was said. Honestly, I didn't. Listen, Top Girl's my friend and Alex is my friend. And I didn't. Oh, I feel fucking shitty now. But tomorrow I'm going to have a day off. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Yeah, I'll have a day off. Because I just feel a bit of a cunt now.
You didn't know what was going on. This is the
Do you
thing.
know Top Girl speaks in her language and she's just basically going to suck your mum,
Explain,
right?
Carl. This isn't on you, man. This is not on you. This is not on you at all. You don't have to explain to no one. This isn't on you. But it always seems people have their own platforms. But there, yet again, someone's brought it to your platform now, and this is what happens all the fucking time. At the end of the day, if she's got an issue with me, mate, she could have gone on her own platform and fired her own live, and she would have had hundreds of people in there because she's going at me. And you know what? She could have had it said then. But yet again, she's used your platform, like the other day when it was all set to bed. She went in another live and started stirring stuff yet again, and then it all kicked off again. I'm sorry, Pearl. I'm not
feel
innocent.
bad. No. You, me friend, Top Girl's me friend. And I genuinely didn't know what that man had said there. And, I'm having a day off tomorrow, everybody. I'm not coming on tomorrow because...
You didn't have to have a day off, but at the end of the day, like I said, she should have done it on her own platform. I couldn't give two fucks then. But yet again, she's brought it to you and all this stuff. Let me tell you now, right, I ain't innocent. I cause myself my own dramas from time to time with my mouth. But let me tell you now, I ain't done anything wrong. And when she went live and said I spoke about her kid, I never spoke about her kid. I'm sick and tired of her going around the app saying I spoke on her kid. It wasn't the fact. She was cam 2-ing. She was calling me a cunt.
Can we share this live to Top Girl a minute,
yes,
please?
share it to her happily. She was in that. I was cam 2-ing her. She was saying cunt this, cunt that. You could hear the child next to her. She was saying, you're a cunt, you're this and that, you're fat and all this stuff. And all I stated was, hopefully that child's got earplugs in its ears. I'm not speaking about a child, but when you're around a child shouting cunt this, cunt that, you're this, you're that, all I said is, maybe the kid should have some earplugs in it. That was all. I never spoke about a kid. Fucking a joke.
So what was it translated to?
I'll tell you exactly what it was. It was... Oh, my God, where's it gone? I've got it all translated here. I got it messaged. One sec.
Can we share this live? See if Top Girl wants to come in.
I won't leave yours without killing you. And... 1 minute. Literally without killing you, and I will not leave without killing you. That's what was said. So, you know what I mean? And then she laughed about it, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, she didn't have to do it on your platform. She could have fired up her own live, Pearl, you know what I mean? That's how it is.
I think it was just because that's what she said, he's going to bed. That's why I just thought it was something like that. He's going to bed, can he just say something? And I said, yeah. So that was why it was on here for, because I've gone over on whatever. Katrina Cousins, Kira Cousins, are you a fake if it is? Fuck off.
Yeah, it's a fake account.
I feel bad because, listen, you're both my friends. I feel bad. And I just, when she said, my husband's going to bed, can he say something? I said, yeah. Oh. He was saying I knew what he was going to say. Since when the fuck can I speak Albanian? I can't speak fucking English, you divvy cunts.
It's, like I said, I'm not putting it on you. It's nothing to do with you. And someone just said, does she speak Albanian? Top Girl speaks fluent Albanian.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, you don't. I know you don't. You know what I mean? And this is the problem, and like I said,
but I
it's
gave
a
a
fact.
permission when she said, can my husband say something? And I said, yes.
Yeah,
so
but you can't read minds, mate. You can't read minds and you don't speak Albanian, so that's how it is.
My head's a bit mashed up. I need my shower. But listen, this is, I think this needs sorted out. And I wouldn't care the other day. And I give you your phone number. I don't know if my Top Girl's still in here.
Yeah, this is the thing, Pearl. You gave her my number when you asked me, and I said, yes, you can give it her. So you sent her your number. I didn't get no phone call, didn't get no message or nothing from her because she wants to do it all on TikTok for fucking views and for attention. When are people going to open their fucking eyes? These people ain't your friends. These are people that want gossip 24/7 and want drama 24/7. And it's the same old shit. Because remember, these same people dragged us from day to night when she was with
And
Angie.
everybody stop requesting the box. Nobody's getting up unless it's Top Girl. That's the only one that's getting up.
When we're at the end of the day, Pearl, it's simple. When she was with Angie, we all got dragged. Luke got called a fucking lesbian. You got called this. Everyone got called that. Yeah, you've made friends, right? But now
yes.
Yeah.
We have. This is what I said. We've got a proper good relationship, me and Top Girl have. We really, really have. And every single day we do that where you see each other on the phone. Every single day. But it was that day when she said, my husband just wants to say something to Alex before he's going to bed. And me, I think, yeah.
And also certain supporters earlier. You know what I mean? In a live where me and Miss Red are getting slagged off, and then another thing is like, oh yeah, but fuck off, man. I ain't buying any of this shit. No, I spit facts, and you just don't like it. At the end of the day, if I've said something, I will own up to it. I will come on this platform and go, yes, I've said it, because I don't hide and don't do anything in darkness. Like you said earlier, Top Girl, Alex, you're a fat cunt, or whatever you said. Alex, Mr. Blobby, you're fat and all this stuff. And like I said, it's a bit funny that you're saying that I've criticised one of your friends when you tell everyone off the app about themselves, but won't come on and say it on the app, will you? And she went, yeah, I do say things. I do fat shame people off the app. Then why not come on an app and say it to yourself? Why do you all these people do it in darkness? Come on the app, and if you've got an issue, say it. Don't do it off the app and be scared. Because if I've got an issue and I think something of someone, I'll just tell you straight away what I think of you. I ain't a cunt, and I say it how it is. But I ain't having no man come on an app and try and threaten my household and come and say he's going to come. No chance, let me tell you now. Let me tell you now. And then one day you might see that I ain't just some fucking idiot on an app that chats shit all day. I don't fear no cunt, let me tell you now. I don't fear no cunt, let me tell you now. I'll talk to you, Pearl.
So can everybody stop requesting, please? Hey?
I'll talk to you all day long, Pearl. Me and you have got no drama at all. Like, if you want a phone call me, I'll have a phone call.
You think you could have a phone call with...
You shouldn't be involved. Pearl, you did your stuff earlier, Pearl. You took my number and it was done for, you know what I mean? In my eyes, it was done for, Pearl.
And before you said, I phoned Alex up. I said, Alex, can I give Top Girl your phone number?
She did. That's perfectly fine, yeah. That's what you did.
I wouldn't give his number out without asking, could I give his number out?
Well, okay then, Pearl. If it wasn't for a drama, weren't for TikTok, why did I not get a phone call, mate? That's the question. She asked for my number. You asked me. I said yes. You gave it her. Why didn't I get a phone call? Why didn't I get a message or, you know, whatever? Because it's all for TikTok.
Well, oh, I'm just fucking drained. Honestly, I'm absolutely drained. But listen, if you want, when I end this live, should we get have a phone call and I'll just get Top Girl in? Eh?
I don't see a resolvement because it was resolved.
Are you up for that though? Just so we can see if we can just speak about what's just happened.
Yeah, but Pearl, I don't mind that because I'll do it for you because I don't want you to have any hassle on or any bullshit on your platform. But
I'm not getting no hassle in it. It's not that.
Yeah,
I feel bad what was said on my platform.
No, but
and
you shouldn't get
blamed. I
blamed for
said
it.
yes.
You shouldn't get blamed for it, Pearl. That you shouldn't even feel bad. It's not your problem.
I know, but I do feel bad. Fucking hell, you're both my friends. Of course I'm going to feel bad. Can I end this live and can we have a phone call? And I'll just see if she'll come in, eh?
If you want to phone me, Pearl, I'll definitely accept the call to you.
Right. Right, everybody. I'm going to end the call. Oh, God. I'm going to end the live. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Just so I can have a little phone call and we're just trying to sort this out because I feel like a shitty cunt. She asked me and I said yes, and I didn't know what was going to be said, so I'd rather just see if we can sort this out and not on the app.
It weren't your fault.
Thank you, everybody. Alex, give me 2 minutes, me baby, and I'll ring you straight away, then I'll add Top Girl in, right? Right, everybody, thank you. Sorry tonight, my head's a bit mashed up, but I'm not coming on tomorrow. I need a little day off. My mental health's not good. Honestly, it's not. I'm not taking the piss. I promise you, for the last 2 days, my head's been a bit bashed up. But I do like the debates, but yeah, we're going to have to see what we've got the debates on. Do you know what I'm saying? Not getting into all of this shit because, for fuck's sake, I've heard more about bang bangs and unaliving and graping, and within 2 days it's been condensed, and I feel that the fucking life's being took out of us. Oh, no wonder me fucking eyes leaked all day. It's me bastard brain coming through me eye, what little's left of it. Piss off, yous. Not you who's WhatsApped us. I will. I'm saying piss off to the request they wanting to battle, for fuck's sake. That's the last thing I need. Right, listen, me babbies, I love yous. And I'm not coming on tomorrow because I just need a little day's peace. And I don't think you'll even see us floating about the app tomorrow. I'm just turning TikTok off, right? Listen, I love yous all, and I am. I love yous all. Thank you very much. And listen, this is where me line I've decided to go down because I think it's interesting. It keeps everybody up to fucking date with what's going on, as well as causing a bit of an outrage in the bargain in it. But listen, I love yous. Thank you very, very much, and I'll see yous on Thursday, right? Mwah. Bye. Hey, my DG. Babby, I'm going to wash my nether regions. I've caused fucking carnage on the app again. Right. Listen, everybody, I'm going, and I'll see yous all on Thursday, right? Bye.